Hey, I want to say thanks to all you guys and gals that have been playing But God by the Steels. It's been a miracle what's happened. It debuted 2 months ago, first month on the chart at number 39. Then after number 39, it went to number 23. This past month, on its third month on the chart, it went to number 7. Thank you. Thank the Lord. It has a message that is striking a spiritual chord in people's hearts and lives. This morning, I got a message from my buddy Randy Cato out at WSTS The Cross in Eastern North Carolina. Said, hey Doc, he said, I got a message on the phone a little while ago from one of my listeners. Wanted to know about that song that says God was first on the scene. He said, Jeff, you see his son, 25 years old, was killed in an automobile accident this past Saturday night. He wanted that song that said God was first on the scene. Because before the ambulances arrived, before the emergency medical personnel got there, his boy was gone. And he found comfort in the fact that before anyone else ever arrived, God was first on the scene. And God caringly, lovingly, and personally embraced him and took him to his heavenly home forever, where he now waits on his dad to come someday and see him. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've heard every kind of story you can hear, every kind of but God story you can hear. This one rocked me to my core because I never really thought much about what it's like from the perspective of, but God was first on the scene. What comfort that dad receives knowing that his son was not alone. I remember when my dad died in 1989. One of the things that haunted me for days was the fact that my dad had died alone. And I kept saying over and over, no one should have to die alone. No one should have to die alone. But oh, the freedom that hit me one day when I realized he did not die alone. And as my dad, and as this 25-year-old young man reached up to take the doorknob that led into the valley of the shadow of death, they didn't feel a doorknob, they felt a hand, because the Good Shepherd was opening the door for them. I'm sorry, I have a hard time even talking about this, because when God allows you to write a song that brings comfort to people in that circumstance, it means everything in the world to you. But God was first on the scene. Before it happened, he knew our need. How many of us would find it quite odd that we wouldn't be here except for 2 words? But God. Hey, I love you. Thank you for helping get this message out there.